DeMarcus, last year you missed a lot of the training camp because of injury. You kind of took you a while to ramp up. How much better does this feel coming into this camp? But assuming
Yeah, man. Last year was definitely a learning lesson. So now overworking all season, just be prepared and trust what you got going on. And that was more an eye-opening thing from last year to come into this camp really healthy, and also knowing what the practice load that Flu's going to take us through. So I know what to expect now.
You said it's eye-opening. How much did that hurt last year? Like even just your regular season?
I mean, y'all wasn't so nice to me. You know what I'm saying? So it was definitely something that to where I had to just take the punches and roll with it to understand that to where you got to just continue taking it one at a time, continue growing, continue getting better. The first 11 weeks was definitely humbling. I feel like I was about 75% healthy. And then to where I was able to take care of my body, get some special treatment, acupuncture and all that stuff, and then I was able to get more balanced and then able to have my feet under me.
To that point, DeMarcus, like from the outside in, coming to this offense, the DN opposite Montez Sweat was talked about as being the need on this team. You take those types of things as a slight, as a shot, or anything like that in terms of.
Montez was talking about just the benefit of having training camp, a full off season to work with you with different signals and stuff. How are you seeing that benefit already?
Chemistry. I mean, just from everybody, it's all these things added on to it. It's good to just get together. Him and I spent a lot of off season, a lot of time together in the off season.
Marcus, a lot of guys in this defense have talked about making sure you get off to a fast start for 2024. What is your sentiment on that, and why that's become so important with last year's bit of a reflection?
Well, we started to catch momentum as a team, throughout the season last year, and we finished strong, even though we didn't get the win we wanted to against Green Bay and everything, against Cleveland as well. But I believe that's why we practiced in the morning too. Yes, we talked about that too. I think that would help us get that fast start, in the season, so that's what we job on team early, and then continue growing that chemistry, and then finishing strong, even better than we did last year.
When you consider the momentum that you guys built late last year, what do you sense carries forward from last year?
Confidence.
DeMarcus, you talked about being 75% healthy last year. Going into this year, assuming that you're healthier, what kind of expectations or pressure do you put on yourself to perform at your highest level?
Just continue being effective because you can be a dangerous man if you can win outside and inside. So having that that mindset and that those goals, I believe that's where that can help not only me but help the team as well.
When they signed you, that was like a big focal point that you had the inside-outside flexibility. How do you think that's going to translate to your usage, or where you align this year?
It's all on me. If I'm not outside, try to keep me outside. That's where we got great edge rushers. Robinson, Jake Martin. A lot of guys that to where they can rush outside, and you get those guys on the field too. They push me inside, and you got a lot of you continue putting pressure on the quarterback and everything, playing selfless football.
You saw a little bit of that in your own day, playing next to Javon and having that sort of length inside. What does that do to an offense?
I mean, when you got a guy that's 6'6", man, he kind of takes away the check down. What I'm saying? Putting his hands up. So, that's definitely a good add-on.
You said that you're used to it by now, hearing about last year bringing in Gakwe, and this year you're hearing it again, and that you're used to. But is there some part of you that says, this is what I was brought here to do, that I got this, and now I'm 100% healthy?
No, man. I mean, the circle I have around me, it definitely, benefits because I know who I am as a person. I know what I have to do. You know what I'm saying? My dad has to say, if you listen to what people say, you're not working.
DeMarcus, you
obviously a defensive line guy. Have you noticed him putting his fingerprints on anything or adding any new wrinkles that'll help you and the defensive line specifically?
Yeah, man. I mean, Coach E, when he walks in the room, you know what I'm saying, you can feel his presence, especially having that military background. And when I was at the Sac Summit this offseason, got to meet up with Von Miller, Evan Nesser, Daquan Jones, got to understand his philosophy and everything, get other players' information, everything. It all was surreal to be able to have this guy on this team, and then just things conference he speaks to me to see that he sees my potential. You know what I'm saying? I thank God for him.
How beneficial was it to attend that for you?
Good, great question. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Cam Jordan, I learned a lot from him because him and I have a specific, similar body types. more of a power guy, you know what I'm saying? You know, that's something I needed to take his brain and understand, and even the details I learned from my crossfit too, you know what I'm saying? To, you know, that definitely motivated me leaving Vegas to, you know, come back, you know, here and come share what I know and apply it as well.
Marcus, after spending a year with Javon and kind of understanding him, what do you expect out of him this year when you guys really need to take that leap to the league?
And he's a quarterback like me, you know what I'm saying? He know how to work, he definitely determined everything, so whatever I know, I owe him. And whatever, you know, he, you know, whatever I can help him tweaking, making sure he's not overworking, you know what I'm saying? Making sure that's where the details, that's where that can help him become a, you know, an elite pass rusher. I don't mind pointing to him, you know, because when he's creating havoc, you know what I'm saying, that helps me, you know, get pressure off me, I get more one-on-ones, you know.
How do you view the opportunity for yourself individually on the outside with Montez being here and being your better this year and you being fully healthy?
I mean, obviously when Taz came in, that definitely, you know, he did demand a lot of attention, especially when he started creating havoc and, you know, his team started sliding him and checking on him and that freed me up. So, gotta compliment that and continue, you know, working, you know, keep it on him. I gotta show up into where obviously you gotta make the OC make a decision.
You're in a better position to take advantage of that now, health-wise.
With the way this team finished last year and the additions they made in the offseason, how does your anticipation of being on a winning team and not a playoff team compared to like other teams you've been on, like at this point of the season? Is it any greater? Is there, you know?
I don't really have any expectation. You know, we definitely gotta, you know, continue to play good football and take it one game at a time. You know, everyone has to develop from special teams, offense and defense.
What do you like the most that you've seen so far defensively?
I mean, the intensity and the confidence, you can see it, you know, from rolling off from being the no one run stopping defense and then what Todd takeaways last year too. You know, we have that confidence and, you know, now it's been a number one total defense now.
DeMarcus, you've always been.
What's the stability to DeMarcus coming back, being on the same team 2 years in a row after changing teams?
Great question. It was a blessing as offseason to know when I was going to be home. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, when you have that, you know, that security, you know what I'm saying, that helps you, you know, stay focused on the main thing.
DeMarcus, you always were a vocal leader. How have you kind of tried to step that up with Eddie and Justin being gone this year?
I was a vocal leader last year.
No, I know, I'm saying, but has it increased at all with them leaving?
No, I mean, I feel like this year, you know, I'm pretty much kind of just letting a lot of guys, you know, fill, you know, their leadership roles instead of me kind of just like being the one who always tends to speak up. So I let KB, you know, I mean, Kevin Byard, he speaks up, you know what I'm saying? When you, Jermaine and all those other guys, you know what I'm saying? You know, when it's my time to talk, it's my time to talk. You know, I feel like now it's all about me perfecting my craft, you know, putting DeMarcus first.
DeMarcus, you talked about learning from other players during your time in the league. How open and available do you make yourself to younger players who are hoping to grow their game as they're just entering the league?
So here's the thing, a lot of vets can say I'm always an open book. You ask the younger players how they is about me. You know, I'm the type of person that, well, I don't want you to feel comfortable. I sit down, what's your name? You know what I'm saying? Get to know people, because that's the type of leader I am. Being a man of the people to learn how to, you know, that's how you really make people comfortable. That's how you make, you know, teams trust. You gotta trust you come on the field. You know, it's not no just, okay, let's go. You know what I'm saying? This guy actually got to know me, you know what I'm saying? And that makes a difference. When I break it down, I break down my family every single time.
Several of your teammates have picked you to be one of the potential stars at Hard Knocks. I'm sure you're not going to go out your way with none of that. Are you looking forward to what that might look like in terms of how you are presented on the show?
Let's get myself, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, before Hard Knocks was here, I'm still the same DeMarcus. You know, when Hard Knocks here, so no one can say, oh, he's acting like he's doing something.
No, we know you're not. We've been hearing you since you've been here, but I'm just saying. Are you looking forward to what that looks like when it's on TV for everybody to see?
No. I mean, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
DeMarcus,
Couple more.
You've played with a lot of quarterbacks so far in your career. What has struck you about Caleb so far early on?
I don't like how the media made him, not you guys, I'm talking about the LA guys, they're just the mainstream LA media now. So I don't like how they made him this type of prima donna type of things and all that stuff when you got to know this kid and you sit down and talk with him in the cafeteria and all that stuff. It's just like, no, you just sit down and get to know him, you know? So, you know, good kid, man. You know, I can't wait to see what he does. Special arm talent. And his offense, you know, got so many good weapons around him. You know, the sky's the limit for that kid.
How much did you pay attention to, I mean, clearly with the national perception of him coming in, was that stuff during the offseason as his team made a quarterback switch that you were tapped in on?
That's a question, so sorry.
With
with Caleb, like, I mean, clearly you saw what was out there, the narrative about him. How tapped in were you into, you know, before he gets here, being your teammate, like reading all that stuff about him?
Right. Well, I didn't really tie into it because, you know, y'all don't understand. Like, I took a month off for the first time. I usually only take 2 weeks off. And my first question I got is, what are we going to do? You know what I'm saying? Like, so it was like February 1st when I started, and it's just like, so then, I mean, you had the comparisons and everything, and, you know, when I got, like, with anybody, you know, like, and I'll wait to get to know you myself, you know what I'm saying? When we sit down and talk, and I'll use my discernment to see, you know, if your spirit real or not. So, I don't really focus, you know, into, you know, I had to get to know himself, you know.
What was the biggest misconception about him?
See, Caleb's confident, you know, and I feel like people can use that as cockiness, and that's why I feel like people are all, you know, you want anyone to be confident in what they do, you know, y'all try to be confident, you know. You want a confident boyfriend, you want a confident girlfriend, you want a confident husband, you want a confident wife. So, you know, like, you know, I feel like some people can like misconcept that.
Marcus, you mentioned KB's leadership a minute ago. What is the thing that you respect most about the way he attacks this whole thing?
I feel like, you know, him and Brisker back there, you know, it's just, you know, they've been there before, you know, and me being with KB with Tennessee, I already knew what type of, you know, leadership he was gonna bring and everything. Now it's just, you know, us leaders just, you know, hey bro, like, you know, this is yours too, you know, you can speak up, you can do whatever you want, be yourself.
DeMarcus, of course, we always hear you on the field, always jawing back and forth with the offense. I appreciate you. Change. We understand. But we always hear you jawing back and forth with the offense. Did you kind of get the reaction today that you've been looking for over the past couple of years when they started jawing back a little bit?
Yes, I did. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I did. You know, because they're a little brother. You know what I'm saying? And then you picking on me, you want them to swing back. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I do that. And that's the thing about my leadership. You know, I try to get to know the offense and special teams as well. You know what I'm saying? I'm a team leader, not just a leader. You know what I'm saying? To, you know, being able to, you know, get to those moments, you know, being their brother, you know what I'm saying? And also being a bully, knowing how to, like, you know, get to know them. And when you're doing all that stuff, when things hit the fan, you know what type of person you're gonna get out of them. You know what I'm saying? So, bullying works.
On the football field, right?